listen into that statement made by JP Nadda.
कल देर रात अमेरिका के राष्ट्रपति जी ने एक ट्वीट किया है जिसमें उन्होंने टैरिफ्स के बारे में प्रधानमंत्री जी को अवगत कराया और उन्होंने प्रधानमंत्री जी के बारे में एक सच्चे दोस्त के बारे में भी चर्चा की है उस ट्वीट में। उसके बाद आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने
It is not correct on your part. You want the government to
शुक्रिया अदा किया।
answer. The government is answering your shouting. नहीं, this is not good.
उन्होंने विस्तृत रूप से धन्यवाद देते हुए ट्रेड के बारे में जो भारत और अमेरिका के संबंध है उसकी चर्चा की है उस ट्वीट में। मैं यहाँ ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि मैं विपक्ष की हताशा, विपक्ष का फ्रस्ट्रेशन ये स्पष्ट मुझे दिखता है, जिन्हें अच्छाई में भी बुराई दिखने का एक तरीका बन गया है। मैं सरकार की तरफ से आपको ये आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि सरकार पूरी ट्रेड के बारे में, ऑल माइन्यूट डिटेल्स के बारे में सरकार आएगी और आपको बताएगी और कंसर्न मंत्री उसके बारे में चर्चा करेंगे। बहुत जल्द सरकार सो मोटो स्टेटमेंट देने वाली है और इस ट्रेड डील के बारे में भी विस्तृत रूप से चर्चा करने के लिए सरकार तैयार है। लेकिन ये जो तरीका है, दिस मेथोडोलॉजी, ये तरीका प्रजातंत्र के लिए बहुत बड़ा घातक है और इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस और इंडी अलायंस का इररिस्पॉन्सिबल बिहेवियर है। It is an irresponsible behavior when the government is ready to answer each and every question and when the government is ready to give us details. You should understand.
You want the government to respond, but the government is responding.
And there you saw how JP Nadda was putting out that statement amid the ruckus unfolding in Parliament on day 2 of the budget session, where this primarily over what had transpired in the Parliament yesterday. Rahul Gandhi quoting excerpts of that unpublished book by General Naravne, where he said that the opposition demands answers when it comes to issues of national security. But the government, and there you heard that statement from JP Nadda, who just said that the government is willing to answer, but the behaviour of Rahul Gandhi has been condemnable.
कल देर रात अमेरिका के राष्ट्रपति जी ने एक ट्वीट किया है जिसमें उन्होंने टैरिफ्स के बारे में प्रधानमंत्री जी को अवगत कराया और उन्होंने प्रधानमंत्री जी के बारे में एक सच्चे दोस्त के बारे में भी चर्चा की है उस ट्वीट में। उसके बाद आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने
It is not correct on your part. You want the government to
शुक्रिया अदा किया।
answer. The government is answering your shouting. नहीं, this is not good.
उन्होंने विस्तृत रूप से धन्यवाद देते हुए ट्रेड के बारे में जो भारत और अमेरिका के संबंध है उसकी चर्चा की है उस ट्वीट में। मैं यहाँ ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि मैं विपक्ष की हताशा, विपक्ष का फ्रस्ट्रेशन ये स्पष्ट मुझे दिखता है, जिन्हें अच्छाई में भी बुराई दिखने का एक तरीका बन गया है। मैं सरकार की तरफ से आपको ये आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि सरकार पूरी ट्रेड के बारे में, ऑल माइन्यूट डिटेल्स के बारे में सरकार आएगी और आपको बताएगी और कंसर्न मंत्री उसके बारे में चर्चा करेंगे। बहुत जल्द सरकार सो मोटो स्टेटमेंट देने वाली है और इस ट्रेड डील के बारे में भी विस्तृत रूप से चर्चा करने के लिए सरकार तैयार है। लेकिन ये जो तरीका है, दिस मेथोडोलॉजी, ये तरीका प्रजातंत्र के लिए बहुत बड़ा घातक है और इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस और irresponsible behavior hai. It is an irresponsible behavior. When the government is ready to answer each and every question, and when the government is ready to give us details,
No.
Mr. Suraj,
You are wrong on the side.
you should understand.
You want the government to respond, but the government is responding.
Piyush Mishra, my colleague, who continues to stay with us on the broadcast. And Piyush, how does this possibly pivot the ongoing developments in Parliament, given the fact that JP Nadda is saying that the government is ready to answer every question, but the methodology used by the opposition is not right?
Well, that's right. Rajya Sabha, in Rajya Sabha, we saw JP Nadda, who was speaking in the capacity of leader of the House, and he was again and again requesting opposition to let the Parliament function. But because of the continuous ruckus, we saw how the House got adjourned, and the House has again, Rajya Sabha has again been resumed. But the point here is that why opposition is not letting Parliament to function. JP Nadda has also asked from various opposition leaders as to why they are using this kind of methodology when the government is very much ready to respond to each and every query of opposition political parties, and why not to let the Parliament function. That's what JP Nadda is asking from the opposition political parties. The ruckus was reported in both the houses of Parliament, in Lok Sabha and in Rajya Sabha, at 11 a.m. when the House got resumed. The discussion on motion of thanks to the President's speech on budget was to take place, but because of continuous ruckus, the Lok Sabha got adjourned. Soon after that, we saw similar sort of ruckus taking place in Rajya Sabha, and while the Rajya Sabha got resumed, we again saw almost all opposition party MPs started creating ruckus. They started raising slogans, and while the sloganing was being done by these MPs of opposition, JP Nadda stood up and he made a brief reply in Rajya Sabha saying that the government is committed. Government is very much ready to make statement on the issue of India-US trade deal, but why opposition is not listening to what government is saying? That's what JP Nadda has gone on to ask. He's also, gone on to say, Suresha, that the kind of methodology which the opposition parties are adopting is completely anti-democracy. It's a blot on democracy. And when the government is very much ready to answer each and every query of opposition, then why opposition is not letting the Parliament to function? So we are now seeing the Suresha ruckus taking place in both Lok Sabha and in Rajya Sabha, where the opposition continues to mount pressure on the government to reply not only on the issue of India-US trade deal, but also the kind of points those were raised yesterday by Rahul Gandhi. We'll have to wait and watch for how long this ruckus will continue. As we are speaking, both the houses of Parliament had got adjourned a couple of minutes back. What we are learning from our sources that there was a meeting which took place at the office of Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, where the Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Rijiju was present, and also Deputy Leader of the Congress Party in Lok Sabha, Govt was present. And after that meeting, it seems like the consensus has been built, and most likely Lok Sabha is likely to function smoothly from 2 p.m.
Oh yes, absolutely, Piyush. And meanwhile, the opposition coming out in full support of Rahul Gandhi.